Who here is a fan of Pink Floyd? Raise your hand. What's up, guys? GeorgeTheCloud here. Welcome to the channel and welcome to my life. Comfortably Numb, Pink Floyd fingerstyle solo guitar cover by Kent Nishimura. This is my first time checking out Kent, and it is a coffee request by Brad. Thank you so much for the support. So I have heard the song before, of course. I am aware of Pink Floyd. I haven't listened to their music in a while, though, and I don't think I have ever reacted to the actual group, the original music, on my classics channel. So maybe at some point I will get to it. If you guys enjoy this type of music, feel free to check out the other channel. But yeah, we're diving in. This is from 5 years ago. Okay, and we begin. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you have interesting requests, please go to my Ko-fi page or Patreon. Grab some popcorn, fill up your water, put your headphones on. Hold on a second. Okay. And let's go. What the heck? Okay, let's start over. I'm singing the lyrics in my head. Here's the solo. It's very fitting because I actually feel kind of comfortably numb. First things first, we hit the like. I will now subscribe, and I'll have a link of the original video down in the description below. This is a beautiful style that I could listen to for a long time. Not trying to do too much to, oversaturate and to decorate it a ton, and not doing too little. It's just like a very well-balanced amount of musicality on here, and it's very soothing. This is a great example of you don't need to overdo it. Less is more, and just go for it. Direct camera, no introduction, no edits at the beginning, no like weird things on here, no tech, literally nothing, like the simplest possible video you can make. And I'm so glad that people are recognizing the talent in this and its merit. Almost 1.5 million views, well deserved. And this is like, I'm happy for them that they, like I said, that they got recognized by the algorithm, by the audience, and they were able to take off. There's a lot of people out there that, they're kind of doing this, and maybe they're not catching fire, they're not catching on as much, because it's very tough with the algorithm here on YouTube. It could go both ways. Some people that deserve more views don't get them. People that don't deserve views, they get them. It is what it is. But in this case, they were successful. I'm impressed, and I'm a little bit like, I wish you were here. Speaking of wish you were here, this is what I was going to say, that I wish I had continued to play guitar. This is making me want to go back, because as a teenager, I kind of started playing the guitar. I didn't have a lot of guidance though, and that was maybe the fault there, because people kept saying, I have kind of long fingers, and they were like, oh, you should play the piano, you should play the guitar, you can do it. But I didn't really get that push that I needed. At least not enough to take lessons, to start going for it, and I didn't take the initiative myself. So it's my own fault that I didn't go for it. But now I'm thinking, man, what could have been, right, if I had just kept at it? Because yes, they have the talent, the ability, but most of it is hard work. All of this is hard work, guys. People that musicians specifically talking here, that are good at what they do, is because they've spent hours and hours practicing, grinding, they kept going, learned the skill, pushed as far as they could go, right, to perfection, and that's what you have here, right? So it's not just like you're born with this or it happens all of a sudden. Yeah, I think genetically some people have an advantage, but for the most part, you just have to do it. You literally just have to do it. That's that's it. And you could tell that this person just practices, and I like how, I guess, yeah, comfortable, how cozy this seems over here, right? You got the warm lighting, just kind of like, loose clothing, make it comfortable. That like they're not trying to show off, they're not trying to appeal to this audience of like, oh, look at me, flashy, or this is what you get. It's just all about the music here and about the song. So I'm 100% for this, and this was awesome. I'm gonna have to check out more. This is one like a type of style that I could put on a playlist and do so many things aside from like appreciating, right? Just closing my eyes, put my headphones, and like listen to the music. I could play it while I'm making art. You could have it on the background, just in a moment of relaxation, right? And so I think they did great on this, and it's a song that, originally Pink Floyd tends to have these epic guitar solos, and they have this build up and then like, a drop with like all the craziness, and we go into like a psychedelic type of vibe, I guess, with the way they play the guitar. But in this case, I think it's a little bit different, and it feels more, I keep saying the word, more comfortable, and more for like just maybe like a bigger audience. So I think they're spreading the good music, and this is what I'm saying, because some people, I've seen comments, they are maybe against covers, and they're like, well, you're doing other people's music. Yes, but you're doing it, as a like respecting the original, and also as a tribute, right? You're not taking away. If anything, it's a plus, because it goes to show the impact that the original had on people, even in today's generation, and they're spreading this music to a newer audience. So there you have it. I'm going to try to guess what year this came out. Pink Floyd, mostly they were around what? Mid 70s to mid 80s? Not really familiar with the timeline, but I'm going to say this came out in 1976 as my guess. Could be way off though. So I guess the album release was on November 30th, 1979 as part of their double studio album, The Wall, and the single release was officially released as a standalone single with Hey You Out There in as the B-side on June 23rd, 1980. Okay, so I was kind of close, late 70s. And you know what the heck, while we're here, for the research, what is the meaning of the song? Does anyone out there know? I could speculate, I could give you my opinion, but I think I'm just gonna get into the actual one. And this oh wait, this yeah, is this yeah, hold on, I think I have to look it up the opposite, otherwise it will just give me the definition of literally comfortably numb. Pink Floyd. Oh, with the thing that I forgot to say about Wish You Were Here, it's one of the songs that I started to learn on the guitar. So, in the narrative of the album, the main character, an alienated rock star named Pink, suffers an emotional breakdown. Before a concert, a doctor treats his symptoms with a tranquilizer. The injection literally and metaphorically makes him comfortably numb, freeing him from his agonizing mental pain while disconnecting him entirely from the outside world. I remember in some of the lyrics, it said like, I felt like my brain, I had a fever, and it was just constant, and he would not get out. It was like this eternal haze, and he was trying to get out. The song's lyricist, Roger Waters, based the song on two real-life experiences. Childhood illness. He remembered the delirium of having a high fever as a child, where his hands felt frighteningly large and detached from his body. That is scary. And an adult medical emergency during a 1977 tour. Waters suffered severe stomach cramps, and a doctor injected him with a heavy tranquilizer so he could perform. He described the performance as the longest 2 hours of his life, feeling entirely detached from his own body and the audience. That sucks. That has to be, man, I could like imagine being in that situation where you're about to perform in front of a live crowd. You can't really postpone, you don't want to cancel, you're just there in the moment, you have to do it, and you get stomach cramps, which is a terrible feeling because it's right in the middle of your body, and you get injected. Like, they don't even, what if it's something worse? What if it's something, then that's my anxiety starting to kick in here, but like, what if it turns into something worse? And I'm still trying to perform well. So okay, there's the origin of the song. Well, there you have it. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you have more suggestions, I will be here reacting to Kent more, so don't go anywhere. Please subscribe, and at the end, do a flip. Till the next.